God's sake. Hello everyone, welcome back. We're now on episode 6 already. It's gone really fast. We are Susie and Rolls. That's short for Roland, by the way.
Enchanté.
Follow our lives renovating a 15th century chateau and citadel. Together with our rescue fur babies, Big Baxter, Mad Max and little Lexi, our beaver. I'm just standing in the rosemary garden. All the rosemary has come out in bloom now, and you may remember this from an earlier episode. Goodness knows what's in that corner. So, time to find out.
Well, that's what 30 years of growth looks like. Untouched for 30 odd years. And the ground interestingly slopes up here because you've got 30 years of leaves all mulching down. But something interesting we've discovered. I'll just get out the sun. And we seem to have an old lean-to out here, so there was some sort of structure out here. Through there is our cave where all the wine was bottled, etc. So whether this lean-to was part of that, something to do with that, don't know. There's a lot of stone down here, so there may be some remnants of a wall. Don't know how far out it extended, so we'll see if we can find that out with some old photos or history documents that we can maybe find. Lots of research to do, so, but yeah. And already this space feels so much lighter. It was so dark and dingy, the wall wasn't able to breathe. You can see all this green here. You know, it's just all damp and horrible, so that's a good job done. Took us a couple of hours, but it'll take 2 or 3 hours trips to the Château, so all in all probably a 5-hour job to clear this, but well worth it.
Just a quick update. Since we've chopped all this back, we are keeping some of it, but it's growing everywhere. So this laurel is coming down because we've got loads of it everywhere and it just seeds itself. Well, actually it's a bay tree, not laurel, but we have got loads of it, it seeds everywhere. So we've got this wisteria, some of it's growing up here, but this all needs training up.
Okay, right, here we are. We're down in the cave and Susie sent me down here and not to retrieve a bottle of wine or two. And here they are, just to prove that we're in the cave. A few old bottles of wine still to explore and discover. There's a few more there. The reason she sent me down here, and the reason I think I've been sent down as opposed to Susie coming down, is because of this. We have a flood in our cave. Now, just to explain, the fact that there's water in here is not particularly unusual. This window here takes us up into our back garden, the rosemary garden. There's no natural drainage there, so all the ground slopes down towards the house. So what's been happening is, and it's quite deliberate this, they've created a slope either side of this, so all the water drains down through here, through into the cave. Lots of old stuff down here which shouldn't be down here. And so it comes down this way, through here, splash, splash. And in the corner, just where that downpipe is, I'll point there. There's a natural drainage channel which runs under the barns and all the way down to the gateway. There's a pipe work in the drainage channel, and that goes under the road into the meadow opposite. But you've got to keep it clear, and there's quite a lot of rocks and debris here which shouldn't be here. So A, I need to clear some of this out, but B, it doesn't seem to be this that's the problem. The problem seems to be further down in that drainage channel. Now, I've tried to get some drainage rods down there, and I've got as far as 3 meters and then they stop, but that could be because there's a bend or a little lip or something. So I think the first thing I need to do is try and drain it the best I can, and I have a little pump. So I'm going to actually connect the pump and leave it to drain. Once I've done that, I should be able to get my inspection camera down there. Yeah, look at it all. We really are in the darkest recesses. So that's today's task. Get the pump working, get some of this debris out of the way. So here's the pump, just a cheap little pump, cost me €30. Electric, so I've got to be a little bit careful. Right, so I've just switched it on. It's making a noise, so I'm assuming it's pumping. Can't see any water leaking out of the pipe there, so hopefully it's right. So I'll go and investigate outside and make sure it's pumping. Sorry about all the mess. It is a barn after all. Okay, so you can see the yellow pipe coming out. So the other side of that wall is the cave. So we've ran the pipe through all the debris, all the years of life, out into the courtyard, past my van. The hose wasn't quite long enough to reach the gate, but we've got some old pipe work which I've rigged together. Small pipe into a medium pipe into a large pipe, and I can see water. So that is definitely pumping, and just to prove it, let's go and have a look over the wall. Stand on our cemetery stones, our headstones that have been dumped here. More on that later. And there you go. It's draining down the road. Now, I wouldn't normally drain it out to here, but it's been a bit wet today and it's going to rain, so it'll all wash away. And it's clean water actually, it doesn't look filthy. So that'll be fine. Anyway, back to these cemetery stones. The day of handover, we said to the owner, we said, where did these come from, these big granite slabs? And he said, oh, the cemetery. Quite nonchalantly, as though that's perfectly normal to have stones dumped here. Can't move them, they weigh a ton each. But there they go, makes for a nice little viewing point. There's our meadow. Anyway, job done. We are now draining the cav. Perfect. And all those months later, we've still got them sitting there. I think they're going to be there for quite some time. They weigh a ton. Probably not literally, but you know what I mean. Anyway, the flood water's gone. Months later, it hasn't come back again, so I don't know what the problem was, but sorted now anyway. Now, judging by all your positive comments, you seem to be really enjoying these little tours that we filmed. So we've got another one for you now, and that's in this room behind me. That's our grand salon. This room is packed with features, beautiful original features, but I'm sure you noticed this feature. It's just beautiful, stunning. I'm 6 foot tall, so you can see the scale of this fireplace. Solid granite. These old brackets here, don't know how long they've been here, don't know what used to hang on here. I should imagine maybe hunting rifles, maybe a knight of the realm from the previous life with his lances or something, who knows. We will be researching this room, this building. Hopefully we'll find out a few more details.
So I could put a nice garland on there at Christmas, and it's even got a plug at the side for my fairy lights.
You were most excited about the plug by the
I
fireplace.
was.
I don't know why.
I think the garland has to go along the top of the mantle.
Yeah, I think come Christmas this is going to have to really be dressed.
That's going to hook the dog's stockings on there.
Dog stockings? I want a big stocking. That's mine.
Yeah, but they're for the dogs.
This is my stocking then. Anyway, fireplace. What can I say? Right, that's the fireplace. So let's move around to the first of the 2 windows in this room. Again, solid granite. Lovely couple of benches there. I can imagine sitting there in the morning with a cup of coffee, looking out at the garden. Yeah, why not? Wooden window. All the windows in this house are wooden. We will be retaining that. We're not going to replace with UPVC. There are 1 or 2 that will need work doing to restore or renewing, but we will not be getting rid of the wood. It's all single glazed, unfortunately, but we may overcome that with some double glazed window glass. The Cremon. I'm learning French. Original feature there, the locking mechanism. This window's a bit stiff, so I'm not even going to try it. It will open, but I'll open the other one. We've inherited 1 or 2 pieces of furniture in this room. This is ours from the UK actually, we brought it with us. Baxter, who is there, usually lies on there.
He's playing musical chairs.
Yeah, he wouldn't have forgiven us if we'd left this in the UK. And it's actually quite nice, just needs a bit of finishing off. But this armchair we've inherited. Not sure what we're going to do with it, but we may not get much choice in the matter because where there's an armchair, there's Baxter. This painting here, it's a reproduction of a Landseer. We brought it over from the UK. We didn't want it in storage over the winter, and we didn't want to trust it with the removals. It's not particularly expensive or valuable, but we wanted to bring it over. We've hung it up because there happened to be a hook there, and we wanted to get it off the floor so it didn't get damaged. So that's ours. It's a beautiful piece, and I think it really works in this room actually. So we're really pleased with that. Okay, we've just turned around a little bit, so the fireplace is behind Susie. We've got this lovely chandelier which was left here. right in the middle of the room. It's beautiful, quite ornate, hanging off this beautiful beam. The ceiling is stunning. It's lovely. The beams, they've been treated or painted with some chocolate brown finish, which we're not keen on, to be quite honest with you. We're having a debate whether we sandblast these back to the original. I think it would benefit from that, but the room can certainly stand them being dark, but they may grow on us dark, but at the moment we're not sure what to do with them, whether to lighten them or leave them as they are, but we'll come to that. This is our settee from the UK. Again, I don't think Max would have forgiven us if we had left this behind. That's his favourite spot. So the table was left here by the previous owner. We did buy this tray actually in the local charity shop recently. It was €2, was it?
Something like that.
A little cheap. It's quite nice. Whether that stays there or goes somewhere else in the house, we don't know. But we've put it there for now. Okay, that leads us down onto the floor here really, because can't talk about this room without talking about the floor. The tiles are absolutely stunning. We just adore this floor. Interestingly, this rug is ours. We bought this rug years ago, maybe 15 years ago. But these flowers here, I don't know whether you can zoom in, Susie, on them, but they actually virtually match these and the tiles. Which of course is a really lovely coincidence. It's beautiful, and the colours actually really work. They're sort of autumnal colours which go with the settee. It goes with this room actually.
Goes with the tiles as well.
Goes with the tiles. There's a bit of restoration to be done on the tiles. They need really cleaning up, but they all generally seem to be in pretty good nick.
There is a bit of filling to do on.
A little bit of filling here and there, but this will definitely be retained, most definitely. Okay, now we've brought you to this part of the floor because it's the most exposed part of the floor, because everywhere else has got furniture on it. There's quite a strange optical illusion. I don't know whether we'll be able to pick this up on the camera, hopefully, but it's these darker tiles, these ones, not the cream ones, the dark ones. If you look along, you suddenly get a line appear. And as you walk around the room, these lines appear and then disappear depending on the angle you're looking at the floor. And when we first got here, we've only been here 2 or 3 days, it was basically doing my head in, to be quite honest with you. I thought I was getting dizzy at one point, but we're getting used to it now, hardly notice it. And the rug has helped, covering some of it up. So that's quite interesting. I just hope we can get it on camera for you.
Yeah, you can see it.
Can, good. Can't talk about this corner without talking about a certain piece of bling that we've bought with us from the UK. We bought this, I don't know when it was, 18 months ago.
Of last year.
Yeah. 14, 15 months ago. We had no idea we were going to end up in a place like this, but we bought it anyway. So
I was hoping.
Yeah, you were hoping, so it's a good job we didn't end up in a little 2-bedroom house or something, because that might have been just...
I did get some funny looks when I bought it. I had
it is a bit OTT.
I had it in the shopping trolley.
But it kind of works. I don't know where that's going to stay, we just put it there for now, but this room could certainly stand a piece that big. We'll find somewhere for it, and it's going to cost us a fortune in candles, but hey...
How many candles?
4 candles.
Okay.
This is the front of the house. Now, this is a newer window. Somebody's obviously replaced it. It's wooden and it's lovely, but unfortunately, whilst it's a similar working mechanism, it's very modern to all the others in the house. So we may have to sort that out, but at least it opens. So this leads out onto our front entrance, the courtyard. That's our gate.
A bit windy today.
Yeah, it is a bit windy today. So that's the courtyard, which we'll show you the outside in another video. Here's another armchair, which was left here, and so was this table. Don't know again what we're going to do with this.
I might recover that, but I need to.
It's not a bad little armchair actually. The table is cracked on the top. It's, we may do something.
Table's not really old.
Not really. But this has been left here by the previous owner. It's a lovely dining table. And there's actually 8 chairs to go with it, but there's not enough room.
It does. It's got a leaf each end that.
Yeah, it extends. Beautiful, solid piece. I think this will end up in our kitchen diner. Absolutely lovely. And there is another table we've been left, which is.
It's quite similar.
And it's quite similar to that, so we're spoiled for choice on tables. Beautiful. Really
And we've
beautiful.
got the big old radiators. We've got 3 in the room actually.
3 in this room, big, solid radiators.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. We will be keeping those. We're not going to replace with modern. We love them.
And then what about the bad DIY?
I wasn't going to mention that, darling, because we don't want to be,
The paneling.
It's horrible. Yeah, I don't know what this is.
It's just ply.
It's cheap ply.
And it's coming off
painted.
the wall.
It's come over the granite here for some bizarre reason. I do intend putting some panelling on here. Being a woodworker, I'm going to make some really nice panels to go in this room, but yeah, they have to go. Definitely have to go. But I was hoping nobody would notice those. And last, but definitely not least, is this armoire which was left here. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. The scale really works in a room like this, and to be quite honest, when you have big properties like this, you often see these pieces of furniture left here because they're only appropriate in a big room like this.
And they're difficult to move.
They're difficult to take out and get out of here. I don't know how they got it in here, they probably assembled it in here. Anyway, beautiful piece. There's a little bit of damage here where it's just dried out over the years, but we can sort that out. We're really, really lucky. We're glad it was left here. And there's a little surprise inside. Let's have a quick look. Oh, squeaky door.
That's Grumble Door in the background.
Yeah, she barks at anything, bless her. Yeah, we were left this tea set, which is nice little turquoise.
It's really pretty.
Tea set. I don't know whether you'll be able to pick up the mark. I don't even know whether it's the right way around. Need my glasses.
Just about. Can't really see much.
Zoom in. No? Okay. But beautiful. I haven't counted how many plates there are, dishes, lovely serving bowl here. Nice little teacup, coffee cup.
There's 1 or 2 other bits there.
Yeah.
Different set. Quite pretty.
Yeah, quite pretty. So this is left here. I know these are from Limoges. Limoges is very popular in this region, western France. It's anything china or porcelain, that sort of thing, is likely to have the Limoges mark on it. Some glasses, nice little hanging. These are plastics, so they're obviously a new addition.
There's the carafe on the top.
Carafe, picture or something.
Yeah. That's just metal, I think.
Yeah, it's just metal, it's nothing. There's some glasses in there, some newer glasses. We've got lots of keys, lots of big, big keys. Now that's what I call a key. It's got a nice little feature, so you can take out plates or whatever while you decide what you're doing, or you can serve drinks from here. So that's quite nice.
Your G&Ts.
G&Ts.
Not that we drink G&T.
Bit stiff, some of them. Drawers, they're not. There's nothing in there particularly. A couple more keys. Obviously, that's come off there at some point, that handle.
Anything exciting in there? We haven't even looked in here yet.
No, actually we didn't know that was there because we were struggling to open the door previously. So that's another little set actually.
They're nice green pattern on them.
It's got a chip there, but
I'll zoom in.
sorry, not.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Nice little set.
It's got ivy on it actually.
Yeah, which is appropriate because we've got a bit of ivy on the wall.
Yeah.
What's this?
Nice hors d'oeuvre set.
Yeah, that's all right, isn't it?
A teapot and a coffee pot, I think there.
Yeah, I don't think.
And a face mask.
And a face mask. Well, we are in the middle of a global pandemic. There's
What's
two
that
face masks.
little lantern there?
Oh yeah, didn't see that.
I like that.
It's quite pretty, quite charming.
Tin plate.
Tin plate. Some nice detail. This marquetry and these
The inlay's nice.
inlays. These hinges here, nice metal hinges. So it's a beautiful piece.
There's a nice feature at the top actually. Actually, I'll move the door out of the way because I can't see. There.
Yeah, nice
Flower.
little flower. So that's it. That's the Le Grand Salon. It's a beautiful room. It feels lovely. We've only been here, as I said earlier, 2 or 3 days. It really feels nice, especially in the evening. The light's very subtle.
It's nice and bright, and we've got a dual aspect, which
Bright
is
during
nice.
the day, but at night, really nice. We love it.
There's Lexi, Grumbledora.
Max, what are you doing? You digging? You're after the carrots. What are you after? Hey, Maxie boy. Carrots. There they are. So it's you pinching all our carrots. And now Baxter's got in on the act. Bless them.
Enchanté.